Hello there, folks. We are going to get right into some Cheese League Baseball action. We are about almost 2 hours late, actually, on this stream. So I apologize for that. It's been a busy day. Got tied up at home doing random things, and then my dog decided to pee all over the bedroom, which had to be cleaned up. So in the meantime, we are going to get to some Cheese League Baseball action, some fake baseball. And yeah, that's what we're going to do right now. Thank you for joining us. Back to the second part of our Cheese League Baseball tournament. This is day 7 of the tourney, technically. And it looks like we're going to be back with the mechanics and the Gothams. And let's take a look at the detailed bracket. Of course, last time we saw the Giants win 2-1 over the Cherubs, and the Spiders win 3-0 over the Gamblers. So the Spiders and the Giants take the leads in that series. This is actually could be the deciding game for the Gorgonzola Gothams. They lead this series, the 7-game set, 3-0, and this could also be the deciding game for the Emeralds over the Pipers, but we are going to get to it. Let's see, we have Crispy Dropkin on for the Manchego Mechanics and Finn Wiggins on for the Gothams over at Shaka Sports Turf, and that is what's going on right now. If you're joining me live here on Twitch, I appreciate it. If you're joining me or watching this video on our YouTube page, I also appreciate that. Getting a lot of love over there on the YouTube page because of our reaction video to the Super Mega Baseball 4 announcement. Lots of love, actually, so thank you so much to everyone who's watched that, and rated and reviewed it and commented. I'm trying to hit the comments. And this is 1 pitch, 1 out. Easy peasy for Finn Wiggins out on the mound as Elliott Fan steps in. Wiggins, 4-seamer, slider, curveball, changeup. In his pitch arsenal, more of an accuracy guy, so kind of painting the corners. Painter, I guess you could say. Fan, base it up the middle. In that big Super Mega Baseball 4 reveal, we got to see some new stadiums. I have dirt all over me, I just realized, from working outside all day. We got to see some new stadiums, and ooh, this could be a 4, 6, and 3 inning in the double play. And it looks like some of the stadiums are a bit bigger. Like I mentioned in that video, these fields can play small in Super Mega Baseball 3, so kind of like that they play a little bit bigger, or it looks like they're going to play a little bit bigger. But anyway, Dropkin, 4-seamer, slider, curveball, changeup in his pitch arsenal. He is a very good pitcher. He might be your ace of this whole entire Manchego Mechanics pitching staff, as Alvarado works the leadoff walk here in the bottom half of the first for the Gothams. That brings up Art Michaels, 333 in the tournament for him. 1 homer, 1 RBI. Having a pretty good tourney. Down on strikes he goes. It did say, I saw someone say, as Zeke Bond steps in, someone said that there might be announcers in a Super Mega Baseball 3, which would take me right out of the equation. And I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll get there when we get there. I've already pre-ordered the ballpark edition. That one is fouled away. 2-2 on Zeke Bond. Down on strikes. Good pitching here by Dropkin. And Arlo Frank steps up. Big power hitting first baseman, though we haven't seen his power yet. He is batting .500, but yeah, no power from him. That's a good hit into right field, and getting to third. Yeah, slides in safely. Elliott Fan. That brings up the very hot hitting Cash Chavez, I believe possibly your home run leader in the tournament. That doesn't sound right, but I'll say it. It's right now. Maybe your RBI leader. 6 RBIs in the tourney. 1 and 2. And a little weak hit over to Heaps, out number 3. And they strand a pair of runners. Go to the top of the second. 4, 5, and 6 due up here for the Mechanics. Madeline Ruffage pops this one up. And out number 1. I've been working outside all day, and it feels like there's like dirt all over me, like caked all over my skin. And that's a base hit into center field, and a little bobble there. Matty Hilton steps in, looking for his first hit. That won't be it. And actually, no, it still won't be it, because he drags a trailer, and he is out despite the failed attempt at turning the double play, as Rocco Corker steps in now. As I say Matty, it makes me think of one Matty Beniers on the Seattle Kraken. Their series is tied at 1 game apiece, this next level of the NHL playoffs, folks. And my Seattle Kraken play tomorrow, Sunday, versus Dallas. It's tied 1-1. They did not play well in Game 2. They played great in Game 1. Camden Anthony looks at a ball high, 2-2 on him here in the bottom half of the second, and Dropkin gets another strikeout. And Remus Baldwin steps in. Remus is an interesting name. I don't know if that's a biblical name or what. It's almost like Dorcas. Like, you don't hear Dorcas anymore. I believe that's a biblical name. 2-2 on Baldwin. And that is a base hit into center field. Ibanez playing center field today for the Mechanics. Lonnie Jackson steps in. Lonnie Jackson's no threat to steal a bag. Ooh, nice little play by Ruffage, and she tries to turn 2. Cannot. Again, another incomplete double play, but they do get a guy at first. So 2 outs, Malachi Jacobson up. And kind of a run-of-the-mill player here, your shortstop. Not a lot of good or solid hitting shortstops in Cheese League Baseball this tournament. I'll say that. Down on strikes he goes. I can't really think of one right now that I think about it. Anyone that's hitting exceptionally well or is like really knocking my socks off. Freddie McMullen. Again, another shortstop. Freddie McMullen only hitting .250. Tell you what, Finn Wiggins is being very economical with his pitches. 17 pitches here in the top of the 3rd. Grounder to Michaels, cross the diamond, out number 1. In steps Lester Ibanez, the center fielder. And a base hit to his counterpart in Camden Anthony in center field. So 1 on, 1 out. Zariah Heaps looking for her icebreaker hit. She grounded out to start the game. Back to the top of the order. And, ooh, Art Michaels down the hot corner. And a 6-4-3 double play. Wow, what a play. What a play by Art Michaels. Took away her first hit of the tournament for sure. And that brings up Alvarado, top of the order here for the home team Gothams. Down on strikes he goes. That brings up Art Michaels. Almost hit his feet. And and I thought that might drop in. I was kind of holding my breath, but Ibanez tracks him down. Zeke Bond back up 0 for 1 today. Word on the street, folks, is that the Gothams may change stadiums in the next iteration of this tournament. They may move to Founders Field. It's in the works. The ink is not yet dry. So we might see them at a different ballpark next tournament. Might see some of these teams in very different ballparks in the next leg of the tournament. Or the next, I should say, in the next leg of the tournament. That's a base hit to right field. The next tournament in general. Because that actually may be powered by Super Mega Baseball 4. Which hopefully will be powered by Super Mega Baseball 4. Because I'm going to be playing the shit out of that game. Keaton Carlson, 500, 2 RBIs for him on the tournament. Your number 3 hole hitter and the DH. Looks at a ball, 2-2, and that's a hit into the left field corner. And they're going to hold the runner at third. It's a stand-up double, so second and third here, and the Mechanics are threatening. Madeline Ruffage steps in 0 for 1. Nobody out, folks. RBI man activated for Madeline Ruffage as well. See a little bump in her stats. That one is jacked, and that is all the way at the wall. 1 run comes home. 2 runs come home. It is a double for Madeline Ruffage, a 2 RBI double, and the Mechanics take the 2-0 lead. Keaton Carlson now steps up. Nobody out yet. I just realized Madeline Ruffage does not run well, so that's why it was so close at second base. 3-1 on Carson. Popped up sky high. Lots of foul ground here at Shaka. Out number 1. They don't send the runner. And Maddie Hilton steps in. Of course, folks, we will get to the Major League Baseball scores as we have been doing. It was mostly just a check for me to see how my Yankees are doing. Alvarado, and okay, Alvarado. This little heads up defensive play here. Saw the runner going and is going to be able to tag her out, so they get the lead runner. It was just hit too hard. It was probably a safe play for Ruffage to run there. Hit to the right side, but it was just hit so hard. You know, if that ball was a little was hit a little bit lighter, she probably could have snuck over to third. And Corker works the walk, so Wiggins struggling now out on the mound as Freddie McMullen steps in. And fouled away. And got him. Throw down to first for the putout. Strike out, put out, strand 2 runners. But they get 2. Go to the bottom of the 4th. And that brings up Arlo Franks. Man, I want to see Arlo Franks jack one out of here. Really bad. I'm so excited to recreate. So, apparently, let me say this about Super Mega Baseball 4. Down on strikes, he goes, man, Arlo Franks, come on, dude. Apparently, you won't be able to port over your teams from 3 to 4 like you were in Super Mega Baseball 2 to 3. I am extremely disappointed in that decision. That one is hit right to Corker, out number 2. Extremely disappointed in that decision, as is the whole entire Super Mega Baseball community, of which we are plentiful, and we are very vocal about things that we'd like to be changed. And that was a base hit up the middle. So, I have my suspicions, and I think as Baldwin steps in, he's 1-for-1. All right, Dropkin is out. I don't know. I mean, Dropkin did have a lot of pitches, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Have to go back to the tape on that one. Salazar is up, and that is a stolen bag. Whiffer is activated, 1 and 2, and down on strikes it goes. So my conspiracy theory thought on the choice to not have the teams porting over is because that is possibly a mandate from EA, which is now the parent company of Metalhead. I feel like Metalhead probably would have kept that in, allowing, you know, it, because it just, it was all almost, again, I don't understand the decision making, because it's an incentive to buy the new game. You're buying a new game with all of the upgraded everything, and you get to keep all of the teams that you built. Then that's an incentive. Like, hell yeah, I'm gonna buy this new game, and I'm gonna just port over my teams, and then I get better graphics and better this and that, better gameplay. I don't know why you wouldn't want that. And Wiggins is out. Louis Hugh comes in. This is the first time we've seen Louis Hugh. 3-pitch pitcher, 4-seamer, 2-seamer, and a slider. So I don't know why you wouldn't do that, but it sounds like the I just realized my audio in the game is very low this whole entire time, but it is what it is. I'm not going to change it now. I'm guessing the reasoning is they want to keep a consistency across all of their sports titles, and maybe that's not something that you can do in their sports titles. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm curious if there are going to be features that we aren't told about that are going to be dropped like right before launch. Like possibly there's a park editor in the show. Maybe they'll add it to this. I don't know. I'm curious about all of that. Sorry, I was texting my dad there. I had just a moment of like, I have to get back to him. Just an odd thing. I went to a pinball show with my dad and my cousin, and it was one of the greatest times ever. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Manchego Mechanics.
The third baseman, number 35.
Here in the top of the 6th, Louis Hugh on the mound still. Madeline Ruffage up. Mechanics 2-0. You know, these games have been very low-scoring games. I'll say that across this whole entire stretch of this tournament. It's, yeah, what, 6 runs maybe? 6 runs have been the most that's been scored. Like, that's crazy. Carson looks at a strike, fouls that one off. 2-2. Down on strikes he goes.
Now batting, the catcher, number
Matty Hilton. And foul down the line. Down on strikes he goes. Let's see if the Gothams can get something going here, because I don't know, they've been struggling at the plate.
Now pitching.
And
number
Prowlet Perez
21.
comes in relief of Salazar. We've seen Perez before. 4.15 ERA, 1.38 whip, 3 Ks for her. Kind of a long man, actually, the southpaw. Jacked high and far. So this is a huge ballpark. That may have actually been a home run in several other stadiums, but not here.
The designated hitter, number 13.
Base hit down the right field line. So Gotham's do get a base runner. That brings up again. So this Arlo Franks character. Come on, guys. We need a home run. We need an Arlo Franks homer. Look at his power number. He is jacked. And he hits the opposite of a home run. He hits a beautiful worm burner of a ground ball through the left side.
Fielder, number 8.
This guy's gonna hit a home run. Cachavez is gonna make it 3-2. I have a feeling. It's already got 2 dingers. Nope, he's gonna do a swinging bunt right at home plate, and that's the second out. Man, the Gotham's offense, guys. I don't know what it is, but it is just struggling. And out number 3. They strand a pair of runners again. Top of the 7th we go. 7, 8, 9 for the Mechanics. Can the Gothams make this a quick inning, get your batters back up, and maybe come back? Who knows? It's a good start to Jacobson across. Ooh. And no dig there for Franks at first base. So that brings up McMullen with a runner on first. And nice swinging strike. This should be 2. Jacobson to Alvarado and to Franks with the 6-4-3 double play. If we keep it score at home, Lester Ibanez steps in. Again, this is the Gothams. They could have won it in this game. They might still. Ooh, a little chin music there. 1 and 2. Jacked high, far, carrying right in front of the warning track, lip of the warning track. So, what do you get when you fall in love? What are the... Okay, Absidy Dapper comes in. The closer here for the Mechanics. Try to close things out. What can the Gothams do here? I don't know. I don't even know who they have on their bench that they can pick up to make this happen.
Take your base.
Now back, the catcher, number 3.
All right, so we got a base runner. Lonnie Jackson up, popped up, high pop-up can of corn for Corker. So 1 out. Dapper trying to close this out. Malachi Jacobson looks rattled at the plate. I can't believe they're keeping him in. Come on. Make a change. Contact numbers in the red. Come on, guys. Gothams, you gotta want it. 1 and 2. There's a tad outside. 2 and 2. Dapper gets him. I think we've seen Absidy Dapper. I was gonna say, I think we've seen her, obviously not in a save situation because they haven't won a game yet. One and 2, down on strikes he goes, and that is the ball game, folks. The Manchego Mechanics win. This is their first win of this series. 2-6-0 to 0-5-1, and man, the Gotham just couldn't get it done. Let's take a look again. They have Only one less hit, but I feel like the Gotham's left so many guys on base, so many people on base, so many opportunities, and just squandered. Holy shit, also, I just realized something that I will talk about in a moment. So, big hits there, of course, for Fan. He had a 2-for-2 game with a walk. Just a lot of overs up and down the Manchego lineup. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. For the Gothams, Franks had a good day. He's hitting .538. He's having a good series, a good tournament. But look at the number of strikeouts. 11 strikeouts for the Gothams. That's not gonna win a ball game, folks. Wiggins gets the loss. Salazar gets the win. Dapper gets the save. Dropkin had 7 of those strikeouts. He gets the no decision. Dropkin, of course, is your #1 star. So, with that win, the Manchego Mechanics, they eke out a win. It's now 3-1. And we're going to check out the next series that could be decided right now. It's the Edam Emeralds at the Pepperjack Pipers. We're going to have Banjo Farmer versus Julio Lancheros. I love that. Love that name. And again, the Emeralds, they could put away the Pepperjack Pipers, the Pearl Jam Pipers, if they wanted to. So we'll see what happens. At Apple Field, here are the starting lineups for both teams. Let's take a look around the Major League Baseball, why don't we? And let's take a look at the scores. Oh my god.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 14.
I don't know what is going on. My phone is just like going nuts right now. Fouled away. We got Pedro Bowen. This is his first at-bat for the Emeralds. Facing Lancheros, and Lancheros gets it down on strikes.
Now batting, the third
It's
baseman,
an odd
number 19.
choice to have a guy we've never seen before lead off. Especially when you have the 3. I don't know. Whatever. Lancheros, four-seamer, cutter, slider, and I believe the curveball. Yeah, it is a curveball. Velocity pitcher. Here for the Pipers, sporting their mustard yellow uniforms today.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Nick Blaylock having a good tournament. 429, 1 homer, 3 RBIs for him. Lancheros likes to groove him in there. 3 straight curveballs. 3-0. Yeah, 3-1. Blaylock tees off, and that kind of hung up there. I think that's going to get into the crowd. Yes. Ooh, God. I didn't even know that there was a little triangle back there. Kind of got in that weird little triangle in the corner.
now batting, the first baseman,
Leon Jackson
number
has
16.
works the walk. Jackson up now. Top of the first. The Yankees won 3-2 as that's a base hit down the left field line. And they're going to hold the runners. So 2 on, 2 outs here in top of the first for the Emeralds.
Now batting,
That'll
the
bring up
center fielder,
Fernandez,
number
her
24.
looking for her first hit. Could be a big one here. 3-2 over the Rays, folks. So the Yankees, that's an excellent, excellent game. They need that win. The Red Sox are winning 7-3 in the top of the 7th over the Phillies. That's not good. Ooh. So off her glove. Apologize for that.
Number 8.
That yawn in the middle. Oh my god, it's been such a long day. Holy shit. Off the glove of the second baseman. Everybody is safe. Bases juiced. 0-2 on Garland Myers, and he strikes out. They leave the bases loaded here in the top of the first, and we're going to see the home team, the Pipers.
Now batting,
And Bruce McFurlow stepping in to lead it off against Banjo Farmer. Four-seamer, slider, curveball, changeup for him in his arsenal. Also kind of more of a velocity junk guy. Or not velocity accuracy guy. Although he throws a lot of junk.
now batting, the second
And Farrah Lance.
number 48.
So the A's, this is a battle of the bads here. The A's are winning bottom of the 6th, 5-4 over the Royals. Both of those teams don't even have 10 wins yet. Popped up into left field. That actually got out there farther than I thought. And it's out number 2. Machado steps in. And hits that one into the gap. And that's going to be a 2-bagger, no doubt. And Machado with a 2-out double here in the bottom of the first for the home team Pipers. Ike Constant steps in now. Fouls that one away. Orioles Braves. Orioles winning 4-3 over the Braves. That's a good game. The bases are currently loaded in top of the 7th for the Orioles too. 4-0. Giants winning over the Brewers, bottom of the 8th. 2-1. Nationals over the Diamondbacks, bottom of the 5th. 0-0 for the Dodgers and Padres, as that one is hit. Again, a carrying. Balls are carrying at Apple Field today. 0-0 Dodgers and Padres. 0-0 Angels and Rangers. 0-0 Mariners and Astros. They're just warming up. Games that have completed as Salvador Ramon, your second baseman, steps in for the Emeralds. Hits that one over to Steele. Sasha Steele, out number 1. Brings up Richards. Looking for his first hit. It'd be great to have Nathaniel Richards get a hit here. That one just skipped up there. Tigers over to Steele again. Hot corner. Tigers won 6-5. Beat the Cardinals. The Cubs won 4-2 over the Marlins. The Rockies won 5-2 over the Mets. Go Rockies. And the Mets are now 500. That is interesting. 4-3 Guardians win over the Twins. It's a Farrah Lance out. Number 3. Quick inning there. Quick top half of the second. Guardians are... yeah, they're coming up. The Twins are looking like a great team. The Blue Jays, speaking of great teams, Blue Jays and Pirates, 8-2. The Blue Jays win over the Pirates. Those teams, both of those teams are 20-14. A little slow roller. Ramon Barehands fires out number 1. And the White Sox lost to the Reds 5-3. So that is what's happening right now, folks, in your Major League Baseball around the league. One and 2 on Hatchford. Pro Hatchford. No hits, not much of a pro. Down the line, though, sneaks in. It's his first hit of this tournament. Wow, what happened there? And he's able to sneak in a double out of it. Just kind of rolled away from him in right field. That was weird. And Arabella Mars steps in. Again, another one of these shortstops that aren't really producing. These teams in the second iteration of our Cheese Lake Baseball tournament. Popped up. Fouled away. 3-2. And hit. Very high, very far, and gone. Arabella Mars. First hit of the tournament, and it's a good one. It counts. 442-foot shot. First homer, first hit, second RBI of the tournament. And look at that. The Pepper Jack Pipers take the 2-0 lead as Leo Kruger steps in. So, interesting. The Mechanics win 2-0 in a game where they could be eliminated. The Pipers winning 2-0 in a game that they could be eliminated. So, cue X-Files music. Sasha Steele. Hits that one pretty hard. You know, that curveball isn't really doing it for Farmer. Except for right there, kind of froze her. But other than that, I feel like they're kind of getting good wood on it. But 2 runs here, bottom of the second, 2-0. The Pipers lead it over the Emeralds. Pedro Bowen, back to the top of the order, 2 for the Emeralds. He's your DH. And a base hit. So that's his second at-bat and his first hit.
The third baseman,
As
number
Rodney
19.
Bradshaw steps in. A- rated. Rodney Bradshaw. I just think of a feature that would help me in Super Mega Baseball would be the ability to export rosters to an Excel file. It's like the nerdiest thing ever, but I would love to be able to do that. It's so stupid. You think you can do it in out of the park baseball, but that's like an access freaking. It's like access. It's essentially like programming access. Microsoft Access. Leon Jackson 1 for 1 with a single, 1 out, 2 on here in the top of the third. And that I thought was going to drop in, but it doesn't. Noel Fernandez 1 for 1 with a single, 2 on, 2 out, top of the third. And that, Farrah Lance, nice diving stop by Farrah Lance, your Pepperjack second baseman. And McFurlow will lead it off here in the bottom of the third. Top of the order for the Pipers. Hit to Richards, out number 1. And here's Farrah Lance. Oh my god. I think I got super dehydrated today. Let's see, what did I have to drink? I think the only thing I had to drink up until like 2 o'clock, or maybe like 1, was an iced mocha latte from my local coffee shop, which was, I actually asked for a vanilla latte, but they gave me a mocha latte and it was delicious. And another cup of coffee at home. So I was like so dehydrated. That's the 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Nice little panning shot here over Apple Field. We'll see some new ballparks in Super Mega Baseball 4. One of them is freaking awesome. It has like a sea dragon in the outfield. It looks amazing. There's another one, I'm trying to think. There's a couple other ballparks. There's one that looks like it's in Kansas or something like that. It's like a farm. So there's some pretty cool looking ballparks that we're gonna be able to check out. The 3. Oh wait, what happened there? Okay, so that was weird. So it's actually, I thought it was going to be a 3-6-3 double play, but what it was 3 put out and then 3 to 6 to 1 to 4 put out, I guess. That's how you'd score that. I didn't realize that they tagged first right away. Tied them up inside, strike 3. Damn, these Edom Emeralds jerseys are so freaking cool. Kind of want one. Wouldn't mind a Piper's hat. Ike Constant steps in, hits that one pretty hard, but pretty foul. Bottom of the fourth, folks. 2-0 Pepperjack Pipers lead it over the Edom Emeralds in what could be an elimination game for the Pipers. Emeralds lead this series 3-0, and down on strikes it goes. Leah Rotten. Johnny Leah Rotten. Swinging high at that. And tied her up inside. Kind of a curveball tied her up. All right, Farmer is out. Gillian Russo comes in. I'm sorry, Jillian Russo. 0-2 on Hatchford. And it's Ramon, final out of the inning. So Russo comes in, gets her guy, go to the top of the 5th. 9-1-2 due up for the Emeralds. Here's Sasso. And Lanchero's still out there in the mound. That was his 55th pitch here in the 5th. And that one is a gapper. And it gets all the way into the right center gap. That's going to be an easy stand-up double to lead off the top of the 5th here for the Emeralds. Pedro Bowen steps in. And Lancheros is gone. Lancheros pitched quite well. We see Valeria Stanton, and that one sneaks through the right side. So, runners on the corners now. Nobody out, and the Emeralds are threatening. Rodney Bradshaw comes in. Of course, Bradshaw is your A-rated third baseman here, and he pops up to the catcher. Oh my God, you hate to see it. Hate to watch it. Nick Blaylock now. See what that does, folks, is that sets up the double play, which gets the Pipers easy way out of the inning. Though Blaylock is swinging a hot stick. Hits that one into right field. Do they send the runner? Yes. Rotten fires home. Play at the plate. Outs. Double play. Beautiful throw by Aaliyah Rotten. They get him out at home plate. Could have been the play of the game. And here's Arabella Mars, the reason for the Pipers' 2-0 lead. A big 2-run dinger. And I think the third, right? I think it was the third. And Sasso somehow snow cones it, fires over. Sasso's a pretty darn good arm for a shortstop. Pretty strong arm. Oh man, I forget who it is. Actually, I forget the player's name, but it has a pretty pitiful arm at shortstop. 2-1 on Kruger, and could that be his first hit? I think we're gonna call it his first hit. His first hit of the tournament. And Sasha Steele steps in, looking for her first hit as well. 1-2 on Steele. 2-2. Fouled off the netting. 2-2 again. Down on strikes. So, Pipers have a guy on first. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Furloughs up. Grounder. And they strand that runner. But what can they do? 2-0. That hit was in the second. I thought it was in the third for some reason.
First baseman, number 16.
Oh, man. It's a long-ass day, folks. Leon Jackson steps in. Stanton entered this game with like a 4 ERA. She's already brought it down quite a bit. Whiffer activated, and he chases the high and outside cheese from Stanton. Noel Fernandez. 1 for 2. Got her first hit in this game. That Drew Maggi guy for the Pirates, who was a minor leaguer for like 13 years and got called up finally and got a hit. What a beautiful baseball story that was, folks. Absolutely wonderful. Good, good on Maggi for sticking it out all those years in the minors. That one's fouled away. And good on the Pirates. The Pirates, they celebrated it. I think they sent him back down to Altoona, but nonetheless, they celebrated it, and it was awesome. 3-2 on Myers. That one's fouled away. Runner on first. Pretty good speed here. 1 out. And walked him. Good eye, Garland Myers. That was pretty close, but a little low and outside. And Ramon steps up. And a ball, ooh, it gets away from Jackson, or I'm sorry, Kruger behind the plate. So runners move up. That takes away the double play. And it's a 2-2 count to Ramon, and he strikes out. Nathaniel Richards, 0 for 2, steps in. At the pinball show, it did make me think, like, man, you know, it'd be cool to see a Super Mega Baseball 3 pinball machine. I have a baseball-themed pinball machine. Boy, they strand 2 runners here. They can't put it together, kind of like the Gothams, who lost 2-0 in what could have been an elimination game. They could have won the series. It's interesting. Storylines are colliding. And that one's a base hit into right center field. Going for 2 and sliding in safely. So it's a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 6th for the Pipers. Machado steps in. But I do have a baseball pinball machine. It's a big hit. It's an old one. It's from, I don't even know when, but man, it's a lot of fun. It's my uncle's. And yeah, it was great. There's an even better pinball out there. Williams Slugfest. That is like the one that I want more than anything. It is amazing. It's like has ramps in it. You can have home runs. It's like the coolest looking pinball ever. It's expensive as hell, folks. Ike Constance steps in. All right, Russo's out. West comes in. We haven't seen West yet. Actually, he's their closer, and we haven't seen him yet. So obviously not in a safe situation. Jackson flips to West for the first out. And runners move up. 2 on, 1 out. Aaliyah Rotten in. Swings through that one. West, 2-pitch pitcher. 4-seamer and changeup. Down on strike she goes. And Pro Hatchford now 1 for 2 with the double. And swings through that one. 0-2. And the same pitch. Got him swinging again. 0-2. And tried again. 1-2. See if they go with the fastball. No, they go for the same pitch, same location, same everything. Down on strikes, yeah. Kind of a little slow roller there in front of home plate. They get him. Sasso leads it off now for the Emeralds. So the Pipers looking to close this one out. Get this big 2-0 win. And keep their hopes alive. Stranger things have happened. You know, Pipers could come back, sweep the next 3 games, take the whole series. Yankees have done it. 2 for 3. Pedro Bowen having a good debut here for the Emeralds. Hot corner, Sasha Steele, she's there. Out number 2, Rodney Bradshaw steps in. He's 0 for 2. And Kenzie Wagner comes in to get Bradshaw and try to close out this game for the Pipers. And there's a strike. 3-1. And 3-2. Down to their final strike. Roller over to Lance. And out number 3 in the Pepperjack Pipers. They skirt by, winning 2-0, and they live to play it another day. 0-7-0 to 2-5-0 for the Pipers. Let's take a look here at some of the offense. Bowen had a good day, 2 for 4, 2 for 3. Fernandez, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts for the Emeralds, but the Pipers, the victorious team, They kind of just had some hits up and down the lineup. Only 5 hits total, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. Of course, the big blast coming from Arabella Mars. So Farmer gets the loss. Lancheros gets the no decision. Stanton will take the win, and the save will go to Wagner. As we look at Arabella Mars, our top player for today's game. So with that win, folks, like I said, the Pepperjack Pipers live to fight another day, as do the Manchego Mechanics. So we will see what happens next time tomorrow around 7 o'clock here on Geek Cheese YouTube. Jesus, Geek Cheese Twitch. We're going to see the Cheddar Cherubs and the Gouda Giants face off, as well as the Grayer Gamblers and the Swiss Cheese Spiders. And yeah, and we're going to watch that game tomorrow here on Twitch around 7. Of course, these videos, this video in particular, will be available tomorrow, I'm sure, at some point. Follow us on YouTube. Check out our Geek Cheese YouTube. All types of cool content up there, including all of these games get posted up there, and our Path of Exile streams. So go check that out. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on TikTok, even though we don't do anything because TikTok is evil, I think. But follow us on Twitter for sure. It's where we post some announcements and other things. But yeah, that's how this game shakes out. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll check it in. Take care. Bye.